नमस्कार, मैं डॉक्टर अनूप कुमार शर्मा SPNKS गवर्नमेंट पीजी कॉलेज दौसा से MSc फाइनल ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री के पेपर नंबर 504 के इस ई लेक्चर में आपका स्वागत करता हूं। आज का टॉपिक है बेंजिलिक एसिड रीअरेंजमेंट। बेंजिलिक एसिड रीअरेंजमेंट अल्फा डाइकीटोन्स का रीअरेंजमेंट होता है। अल्फा डाइकीटोन्स व्हेन ट्रीटेड विद हाइड्रोक्सिल आयन undergoes a rearrangement to give alpha hydroxy acids. So this rearrangement of alpha diketones into alpha hydroxy acid is known as benzylic acid rearrangement. Why this is called benzylic acid rearrangement? Because the name of this rearrangement is given by the conversion of the benzyl to benzylic acid. Benzyl is this diketone. This alpha diketone is benzyl. The conventional name of this alpha diketone is benzyl, and by the reaction of this sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium salt of benzylic acid. So this conversion of this benzyl to benzylic acid is called this benzylic acid rearrangement. So basically the rearrangement of this alpha diketone into acid is called benzylic acid rearrangement. Now in place of this strong base, that is sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, other hydroxide can also be used. Barium and thallus hydroxide are also effective than sodium and potassium hydroxides. In place of this NaOH and KOH, we can take barium hydroxide or thallus hydroxide. These are also more effective. Alkoxide ions like methoxide and tertiary butoxide ion in place of hydroxide ion gives the corresponding ester. Here, if we have taken this NaOH, we got the salt of this acid. In place of this, if we use these methoxide ion, then alkoxide, if we use alkoxide, then this methoxide ion give us ester of this acid. So if we take methoxide or tertiary butoxide or any alkoxide ion in place of hydroxide ion, then we get the ester of the acid in place of the salt. Now phenoxide ion are too weak to nucleophile to attack. In place of alkoxide ion like methoxide and tertiary butoxide, in place we cannot use phenoxide ion because phenoxide ion is very weak nucleophile, so it will not have sufficient power to do this rearrangement. Now we come to the mechanism of this reaction. Mechanism: the rate of the rate equation is found to be rate is equal to K into the concentration of this diketone and concentration of hydroxide ion. So the order of this reaction is 2, and it depends upon the concentration of the both reactant. Other studies were also carried out on this reaction to know the mechanism of this reaction, and it was found that when leveled water is used, then this leveled oxygen is found to be in non-rearranged diketone or in the benzyl. It was also been found that when the reaction is carried out in presence of this leveled water, benzyl exchanges 18O faster than it rearranges. So it shows this study shows that the first reaction, that is the first step of the reaction, that is the attack of hydroxide ion, is very fast reaction, है ना, which suggests that the first step, that is attack of the hydroxide ion or the nucleophile attack on the carbonyl carbon atom, is the fast and reversible reaction. So if this step is fast and reversible, it cannot be the rate determining step. The second step is the slow and the rate determining step, in which the migration of the phenyl group occurred. So the second step, which is slow, will be the rate determining step, because we know that in a mechanism the step which is simple step, that is which is not reversible etc., is, and slow step is called or is rate determining effect. So there are two conditions for the rate determining to be a rate determining step is it should be a simple reaction and should be slowest one of the different steps of the mechanism. So second step, in which the migration of the phenyl group occurs, is rate determining phase. And finally, a rapid proton transfer complete the process. Here I wish to compare this reaction with the intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. So this is essentially analog for 1,2-diketones of the intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction on the 1,2-dialdehyde, in which migration of hydride ion occurs. In this reaction, in intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction, migration of hydride ion takes place, whereas in this benzylic acid rearrangement, migration of phenyl group take place. So it occurs in 1,2-alpha diketone and it occurs in 1,2-dialdehyde. Other things are similar. So only migrating group is different. So this is the similarity, the analogous property of these two reactions. Now we come to the mechanism of this benzylic acid rearrangement. So this alpha diketone is attacked by hydroxide ion on this carbonyl carbon, and this attack is fast one and reversible reaction. And this is this second step, in which the phenyl group migrate to nearby another carbonyl atom, carbonyl carbon, so to give this acid. And lastly, the third step is the transfer of the proton from this oxygen to this one to give this a salt of acid. So this is the mechanism of this benzylic acid rearrangement. And here we see that this first step is faster one, so this cannot be the rate determining step. This second step is a rate determining step, in which the migration of the phenyl group takes place. Now here question arises, which of this phenyl group will migrate, this one or this one? So here, because it is symmetry, so any of these two phenyl group can be migrate. This OH can attack on both the carbonyl carbon atom, but this migratory aptitude of this phenyl group depend upon the concentration of the electron on this carbonyl carbon atom. So the carbonyl group which is attached to the less electron releasing of the two aryl group is relatively more positively charged and hence is attacked by OH. So which carbon will be attacked? Because OH is a nucleophile, so obviously it will attack to the carbon which is less which is less electronegative, or which is more electropositively charged. So this will when this will attack, means this hydroxide ion will attack to the carbon which is more positively charged. So and the electron density or the positive charge on this carbon atom will depend upon the phenyl group attached. So if this phenyl group is electron releasing, then it will increase the electron density of on this carbonyl carbon atom, and will decrease its electropositivity and will decrease the possibility of attack of this hydroxide ion on this carbon atom. We can understand this with the example. Consequently, the carbonyl group, once again the carbonyl group which is attached to the less electron releasing of the two aryl group is relatively more positively charged and hence is attacked by OH minus ion. Consequently, the less electron donating aryl group migrate to the another carbonyl group. We can understand this with this example. In this, both the phenyl groups are different. This is simple phenyl group and this is para-toluene group. In this para-toluene group is more electron releasing, so will increase the electron density of this carbonyl carbon atom, and when we compare both of these carbonyl carbon atoms, then we found that this carbonyl carbon atom is more electropositive in comparison to this one. So OH ion will attack on this carbon atom. That's why this phenyl group will migrate. So this happens here. So as the migrating aptitude of this phenyl group will depend upon the electron releasing power of this phenyl group. More electron releasing phenyl group will not migrate, less the phenyl group which is attached with the carbonyl carbon which is more electropositive will migrate, and more electropositive carbonyl carbon will attack by the nucleophile, that is OH, hydroxide ion. So in this case, as the para-toluene group is more electron releasing than phenyl group, so phenyl group migrates. The phenyl group will migrate. Now we come to the application part of this reaction. Applications. The reaction is general one and takes place with the aromatic, heterocyclic, alicyclic and aliphatic 1,2-diketones and also 1,2-quinones. I have tried to write example of each of these. This reaction, this rearrangement can take place in, as it is a general type, means it can take place in not only in aromatic, heterocyclic, aromatic diketones, but in heterocyclic diketone, alicyclic diketone, aliphatic and quinones too. So here I have taken the example is, this is phenylalkyl diketone, this is purely aliphatic, and here this is example of quinone, 1,2-quinone, and this again 1,2-quinone, phenanthraquinone, and this is furyl, heterocyclic. Here we have seen the example of heterocyclic diketone. Student can try to write the mechanism of these 5 reactions, so just to understand the reaction, the rearrangement. Now we come to the 6th point of this application, which is more interesting, is the similar benzylic acid rearrangement is observed when alpha haloketone not having alpha hydrogen are treated with alkoxide. In place of alpha diketone, if you take alpha haloketones, this is alpha haloketone, this will also show this type of arrangement if it do not possess alpha hydrogen. So if it does not have alpha hydrogen, then it shows this type of rearrangement. So similar benzylic acid rearrangement is observed when alpha haloketone not having alpha hydrogen are treated with alkoxide. When this is treated with alkoxide, then this type of rearrangement takes place. Alkyl group migrate to this carbon atom, and this halogen will eliminate from this molecule, and this reaction is known as semi-benzylic rearrangement. So this is called semi-benzylic rearrangement. So what we have seen in this benzylic acid rearrangement is, first of all, this is a rearrangement in the alpha diketone to give alpha hydroxy acid, and this name is given due to, because first of all this rearrangement was observed in this benzyl to benzylic acid, that's why the name is given benzylic acid rearrangements. Now different type of hydroxide, different type of bases can be used in place of this to do, in place of this sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, beryllium or thallium hydroxide can also be used. Alkoxide ion can also be used as base or nucleophile in this in place of hydroxide ion, but we obtain the ester in place of the salt of acid. Phenoxide ion, being very weak nucleoside, cannot be used in this rearrangement. In mechanism it shows that the second step of this mechanism, in which the migration of phenyl group take place, is rate determining step, and first step in which the hydroxide ion attack to the carbonyl carbon atom is due to being fast and reversible reaction cannot be the rate determining step. So the second step, the migration of phenyl group, is rate determining step. The third one is simple transfer of proton from one oxygen to another one. Now we come to the migratory. Then we have seen the migratory aptitude, in which we have seen the that phenyl group will migrate which is less electron releasing. Less electron releasing phenyl group will migrate, and more electron releasing group will not migrate. So that I explained with this example, in which para-toluene is more electron releasing, that's why it do not migrate, and phenyl group migrate from its carbonyl carbon atom. Now we lastly we seen the application of this rearrangement. In application we have seen that being a general type of rearrangement, it is shown by not only by aromatic but by aliphatic aromatic and heterocyclic diketones, even by quinones it is seen. And lastly we have seen that semi-benzylic acid rearrangement, in which was shown by alpha haloketones. Those alpha haloketones which do not possess alpha hydrogen atom shows this type of rearrangement, and this reaction is called semi-benzylic acids. That's all about benzylic acid rearrangement. Thank you.